Gay now set to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Foles. Complete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked up.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. That'll be caught by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, first down there on a pickup of 25.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, a quick pass to Cup.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Akers will score. Touchdown, L.A.
But still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is down to 24. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. To the right side, complete to... They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll buy some time right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They go play action. Mayfield. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1st down, Mayfield. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield with it once more. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Time. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Foles. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10.
To throw, Mayfield.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
Mayfield on 1st down.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Mayfield now from the 50. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And again, it's Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Mayfield's throw pulled in here by Powell. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Dio Odengbo
drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Gay's kick it. That'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Foles.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now Foles. It's his turn. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Here's Powell on the return.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Robinson's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Mayfield now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Ben Skoranek
from 8 yards out.
And the Rams get a bit closer.
They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
140 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down.
Here's Foles.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now we give to Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Yeah. Complete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
This is Robinson, and he is going to have the Rams first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Pass complete to Robinson.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Now Mayfield. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Mayfield. Across the middle, he finds Robinson.
And he takes this one in. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.